welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole and I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, and today I have some really exciting new features that were just announced at Poshfest yesterday and the day before. These are new features that are coming to the app soon, and I'm sure you're all going to be very excited if you don't already know what these features are, because I was thrilled. And so let's get right into the video, but make sure that you're subscribed because you don't want to miss the future reselling videos that I do here on this channel. Okay, so if you aren't caught up on all things Poshmark, there was an event that was happening the last 2 days in San Diego, California, and this was Poshfest, and it's just a big celebration where you can go in person if you get tickets to these live events that they host, where they talk about the data for the year, where they talk about new features coming to the app, and it's just a way to collaborate with other Poshers. And unfortunately, I did not go. I actually, I went to the 2021, which was virtual, but I have never gone in person, and I've explained that in a prior video, but basically all the information that you get is online, and they post it on their YouTube channel, the Poshmark YouTube channel. So for me, there wasn't really an educational purpose to going. It would be more just to meet some of you guys, but I just wasn't able to make it work with my schedule this time. If you haven't heard about Poshfest, it's an event that they host every single year, and it's really exciting. You get to meet and talk to new people and all that, but what's most exciting to me is learning about the new features that are going to be released to the app. And all of these features that they're releasing this year, I think, are really going to be great and really going to help the platform. They really do listen to customer feedback, so they actually release a survey every year on Poshmark where they're looking for suggestions and feedback of features that we would want, and they try their best to implement them. Obviously, they can't do everything, and there's probably a lot of suggestions that they get, but this is a start in the right direction, and these are features that people have been asking for and wanting. So let's get right into what those features are, because I cannot wait till they come out. I'm sure you're gonna be very excited as well. Okay, I was gonna save this one towards the end, but this one really excites me, and I just wanted to talk about it first because I think it was one of those key moments at Poshfest when I was listening to the YouTube video yesterday on it, where I was like, this could be a game changer for all resellers. So this is auto listing, and it's exactly like what it sounds like. It's basically going to auto list your listings for you, so you don't have to do all the hard work anymore. So how is this possible, you may ask? This is going to be possible from AI generated software on the platform. So they showed a demo of how this is going to work, and I'm really hoping that it actually works as smooth as they think it's going to work.
So we have an amazing team at Poshmark headquarters focused on machine learning. And we also have Naver, who's a great technology partner as well. And we are working on what we call auto listing. You get on the camera, you tap easy listing, you take a photo, it recognizes as its address, and it shows the different angle of a dress. So you want to take a picture of the front, you want to take a picture of the back, and you want to take a picture of the tag. And from that, our system will detect all the important attributes for the listing. We'll ask you to verify it or add any additional information, and voila, the listing is auto-magically created for you.
But basically the gist of it is you take a couple pictures of the item. So you take a picture of the front of the item, the back of the item, the tag of the item, and you also want to take more pictures of the item as well. But using those 3 photos, the AI technology will be able to determine what kind of piece it is. So say it's a dress, it'll know that this is a dress. It'll take the tag name, the brand name of the item, and it'll say such and such brand, and it'll say floral dress, and it will basically describe the item as it's seen. And now, in the beginning, this may not be super accurate because it needs to learn from, people using it. So as time goes on, the AI is going to get smarter and actually be able to determine a lot more and maybe get more details. But in the beginning, it's going to be able to get the basics. And then that whole template that you have to fill out when you create a listing, such as the description, the title, and then the size, the color, the fit, the brand, all that's going to auto be generated, and whatever is not auto generated, then you can just, fill in the blanks, whatever's missing. And so say you don't, say the item doesn't have a brand or a size tag or anything like that, those are things that you're going to have to fill in. But I think for the most part, this could actually really help sellers, because for me, I find the most tedious part of being a reseller is doing the listings. So if this can help me just a little bit, save me half the time on a listing, I'm all for it. So I'm really thinking that this is going to take the time down it takes to work on a listing from about 5 to 10 minutes to about 1 to 5 minutes per item, give or take. Now, obviously, you still have to take the photos. That's something you can't really get around. But I think just using those photos and them generating the listing and stuff is a huge game changer, and I'm very excited to see this come to the platform. Okay, so the next new feature that is coming to Poshmark is actually the closet redesign, and I'm sure a lot of you actually saw this a couple months ago, but they kind of briefly released the new closet design, and then I think they took it back because I don't have it anymore. But basically, it's just going to be a better spotlight to represent each seller as a, seller on the platform. So right now, you get the little blurb that says, like, you're a Poshmark ambassador 1 or 2, and basically it's like a little circular icon that's next to your name. But that doesn't really, like, for someone that doesn't know, that doesn't really highlight your account very well. So the new layout is going to basically highlight your account way better and show that you are a Poshmark ambassador 2 or 1 if you are. And this new closet redesign is actually going to really highlight sellers who are top rated on Poshmark. So it's going to highlight your average ship time. So hopefully your average ship time is really good. And it's going to highlight how many sales you've made. So these things really help you stand out as a seller, because I think there's so many sellers on Poshmark and it's really hard to stand out sometimes. But then when you have, that you've sold a lot of items and that you have a fast ship time, that really helps you stand out. And so I know for me, I've sold almost 2,000 items now, and I have an average ship time of same day or 1 day. So I think that actually would help me a lot in terms of getting more customers to my page. So I think this closet redesign is going to really help sellers and really highlight those accounts. And while a lot of people say that this is already something that was accessible on your pages prior, now it's going to be right above like where your closet listings are. So right when they get to your page on the app. So it's not like they have to click around and see these stats anymore. Like you used to have to go to the About You and then do a deeper dive on their closet. It's going to be all right there in front of them when they click on your page. So it's going to be more enticing for them to purchase from you. Okay, so the next new exciting feature that Poshmark is releasing in the coming months is gift cards. So this is something that's going to be great for the holiday season, but then also just in general, where you can now purchase a gift card for Poshmark for somebody else, and there's a selection of different like gift card styles that you could pick from, and they're gonna actually continue adding more as time goes on. But I think this is great because a lot of the times, you don't know what kind of gift card to get people sometimes, and especially for those that that love secondhand shopping, that shop on Poshmark all the time, getting them the gift of a Poshmark gift card and not just saying, here's a $20 credit to my closet. A gift card makes it so much more official, and it's just like any other store like Amazon or something like that where you can purchase a gift card for and they can use it. So this was something that was really highly requested, and it seems like it's going to be a great new addition that is going to be perfect in time for the holidays this year. Okay, so now let's talk about some of the new updates when it comes to Posh shows. There's a couple new features that are going to be included. One being a key results or report after you did your live. So this is going to help you understand how many viewers you had during your show, what the viewers were like, what they were purchasing, and in different key stats, what sales you made, and just kind of give you a rundown of all your engagement during that show. So this is going to help you understand if the show was good or what you can continue to do to get, that viewership going forward. So it's going to be like a key report summary kind of thing that basically comes after the show is over, and it's going to give you all the key stats that you need to have success on the shows. Because sometimes I know, for me, I'm like, why is our show so inconsistent for me? Why does sometimes I get a lot of people, sometimes I get none? But these reports are going to help you really understand your shows better. And so I think this is great for those that really focus on live shows. The next new feature that is also really great, and I've actually had this problem once before, is have you ever had a person who bundled so many items where they didn't fit in a 5-pound box and you had to upgrade the shipping label, but it cost so much money, and then you as the seller were punished and then you had to pay for that? So the new feature that they're releasing is basically a way that you can split bundles into 2 different shipping labels. So you'd basically and the cutoff is going to be around 7 pounds. So if your package is more than 7 pounds, it's more economically better for you to have 2 shipping labels as opposed to paying for the upgraded shipping label. So what they're going to do is if your package is over 7 pounds, you're now going to be able to upgrade that shipping label to give 2 shipping labels for that same order. So you could put all the stuff in 2 different boxes, and it would still be that same cost, and it would be so much easier than having to upgrade the shipping label. So This I think is huge because I actually get so many bundles that like end up being really big, and I never know how to like, you know, split them, and then sometimes you have to end up canceling the order and then say you have to bundle, you know, this many items in one and then this many items in another, but then they have to pay for shipping twice and then it's less enticing for them. So this actually would work so much better. And so I think this would be a really great addition for those people that like to bundle a lot of pieces from one person's closet. So I'm excited to see how this works. I'm excited to see, you know, what the details of it is going to be like, but I think this is a great improvement from the past. Okay, so some other new features that were talked about at Poshfest, that some of these have already kind of been in the works. One of those being promoted beta closets. So this is basically where you can pay for Poshmark to then promote your listings. And I made a video on this many months back, actually, how I tested it. I didn't really stick around with it. I only did the free trial, but they are really improving it and they're really making it more transparent for sellers to be able to see their data and to see their sales coming in. So I would recommend giving it a try if you haven't already. Try it out for your closet, see if it works for you. They are doing updates to that and it's still only in the beta phases, so I'm sure it'll get better as it goes on. Another new and exciting feature that they are releasing that was announced actually this past week before Poshfest was Posh Party Lives. So basically this is what it sounds like. It's Posh Parties mixed with live sales. So Posh shows plus Posh Party Lives. And so basically this is just a way for you to highlight your items in front of a different audience, get more eyes on them, and kind of sell with other people. So how it works is you share your items during those scheduled Posh shows, or during those Posh party time frames, so those, you know, 4 time frames throughout the day, and you can share your items to a show, or you can host a show, you can share to a show, but it's just going to give you way more exposure. And I think this is an interesting concept that they're doing, and I'm still a little bit confused on exactly how it's going to work, but basically it's a new cool feature that's going to give you more exposure to your shows. So I'm excited to see how that helps further people's sales. And basically how this works is you feature a listing that fits the criteria for that show. So if it's a best in jeans show, then you would basically feature jeans and they would be featured through your show, but also the Posh Party itself. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about in the features, now this isn't really a feature, but it's more of like an event to look forward to on Poshmark, is November 26th, which is Secondhand Sunday. They had told us at Poshfest that there was going to be exciting things happening for Secondhand Sunday on November 26th. So definitely keep that date in mind and make sure that you're checking Poshmark and your emails for what is going to happen on that day. I'm sure it's going to be really exciting stuff, and so you definitely don't want to miss out. So I hope this video helped you cover all of these new features that were released at Poshfest this year. Again, these things are not all active right now, but they will be in the coming months. So just keep refreshing your app and make sure that your app is updated. And also keep checking Poshmark to see if they're, you know, making those releases happen. And also let me know if you didn't go to Poshfest and you found any of these interesting and which one you're most excited for. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm really excited for the auto list one. I really have high hopes for it, and I think it's going to be a great feature for us all. But a lot of these other features I'm really excited for as well. So let me know down below which one you're most excited for, and let me know if you went to Poshfest, and let me know if you had any fun at Poshfest. I've heard a lot of people have a lot of fun there, so I would love to hear, you know, different stories that you guys have. But if you want to see another video on other features that you should be using on Poshmark, you can click right here. And if you want to see a video on different hacks that you should be using on Poshmark, you can click right here. And also make sure you stick around and make sure you're subscribed, because I'm doing another video from Poshfest, and it's going to basically be the updates on the data and different tips that are going to help you have more success. Poshmark is telling us the keys to success on the platform, so make sure you're subscribed. But until next time, I will see you then.